Hi, I'm back, and we're going to be discussing why do you self sabotage? So, I think a lot of people have this issue. So, I wanted to make a video on this topic because I think that it's very much needed. So, how are y'all today? Yes, self sabotage is a big issue, especially when trying to do something, level up, or even just, get ahead. Self sabotage is a major, major issue among many, many women. Okay, so we got enough people. Okay, let's start. So, the reason most people self sabotage is because they are afraid. They're afraid of what it will bring: more responsibility, more attention, more um, accountability. So, understand those three things: attention, responsibility, accountability. I'm sure there's more, but we're only going to focus on those for now. Okay, so many people who are leveling up are not used to the amount of attention that they're receiving due to, their looks changing and getting leveled up. Okay. So that's an adjustment. It's a mental adjustment as well. You must get used to that because that's what comes with it. And eventually it will just be normal. So just understand that. Okay. And once you understand that, then you're good because then you won't feel weird, or you won't wonder why people are staring at you because you look good. Okay, they're supposed to look. Second, responsibility. You know, you're responsible for your level up, how you treat people, how you allow people to treat you, and what you're going to do with what you are currently, you know, attaining. Like, what are you going to do with this new level up look? What are you going to do with all this quote unquote power that you've all of a sudden got? And you don't want to be responsible for certain things because you were never responsible for them before. Like, a lot of women ask me, well, how do you stay motivated? You are responsible for your own motivation to stay on that level, to stay leveled up, to stay on that mental level. That's your responsibility. And so many women have an issue with that. That's why a lot of women say in the comments, how do you stay motivated? Well, it's a responsibility to stay motivated, a responsibility to yourself. So that is what it is. And many people know that they can't really stick to something, especially if it's, something that they're not used to. So you must make it into a habit. If you form a habit out of something that's good for you, then you never have to really stay motivated to do it because it's automatic. So make it into a habit, you know. Look for inspiration and motivation daily with everything you do. Subscribe to motivational channels that help you level up and watch those every day when you wake up, do your makeup, hair, etc. That's how most of the ladies that are, leveling up stay motivated. Okay. The last one that I said was accountability. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Your mom told me I look stunning made up. I've been wearing makeup and lashes these past few weekends when I go out, and she's stressing that I don't need the makeup and I look better without it. What's that about? That's common jealousy, and that's also another reason why people self-sabotage, Janelle. And it's not that your mom is jealous, it's that, some mothers are, but thank you for the donation, sprinkle, sprinkle. Some mothers are jealous, but it also seems that, they feel like you are already beautiful as you are because you're their child. They don't see you in the same way that the world sees you. So no matter what, a mother's going to think you're beautiful, most of the time, if they're a good mother anyway. But they're going to think you're beautiful already, and they don't think that you need to try too hard because they're your mom. Ask somebody else that don't know you. Then you'll get an honest opinion. But don't worry about it. Just do what you want to do. If you're over 18, do what you got to do. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, accountability. Accountability is like, oh, I'm going to be held accountable for everything I do, everything I say, everything that happens in my life from now on. I'm going to be accountable for how people feel about me. I'm going to be accountable for, haters. And, I'm going to have to deal with all of this and be accountable for it because it is my doing. I brought this into my life. So I have to be accountable for it and not blame everybody else, but just understand why this is happening and I must be accountable for it. So when you're accountable for, haters, you have to understand that. You have to say, oh, okay, I make you uncomfortable. Excuse me. You have to understand that you may make a lot of people uncomfortable and they may say things and you have to hold yourself accountable. Like, I am the reason. That is why they are upset because they are comparing themselves to me. So, just understand it and try not to get upset and take it personally. It is simply that they are comparing themselves to you. And if you self-sabotage because of these three things, because you can't deal with them mentally or cope with them mentally, then that in itself is part of the level up. You must learn to cope, be responsible, and, stay motivated. Right. So, how can one be concerned about looking fresh without being focused on looks with when I'm with people? Um, because what you choose to do with your life is none of their concern. That's how I feel. Whatever you choose to do is simply your choice and your decision. They did not make that decision. They don't have to trade places with you. They can look and judge, but they can't walk in your shoes. So I really wouldn't worry about what they were doing because you don't know where they're on their way to. They might be on their way to scrub a toilet, baby. Just walk tall and be confident. Um, that's what I say. Y'all probably on the way to scrub toilets. Bye. And sometimes, in order to stop self-sabotaging yourself, you have to give your own self a pep talk in your head. Instead of saying negative things to yourself in your head, say positive stuff. If people are staring at you, they must be admiring me. Not, oh, they must think I'm this or that. No, they must think I look good. Okay. Instead of thinking the negative, think the most positive. And whether it's true or not, did it just help you? Okay. Did it make you feel even better? So why not? If they're not going to say nothing, just look, you say something for them, you know? So, don't self-sabotage yourself, push yourself higher. Whenever you feel that need to self-sabotage, eat a bad meal because, oh, this is not what I thought it was going to be. It's so hard. Oh, when you don't feel like putting on makeup that day because I want to sleep 10 extra minutes. Think about running into your ex and his girlfriend and she looks 10 times better than you because she got on makeup and you don't. Okay, just think stuff like that to motivate yourself to get up, get up and make it a habit. And then before long, you won't have to do that anymore. Thank you, 1025. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People stare so much when you're in heels and a dress. That's because they're looking at you because you look good. Congratulations. You got some positive attention. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they don't look and I'm in a heels with a dress, I'm going to be mad. If they ain't looking, why'd I wear this if you ain't gonna look at it? Okay. I ain't wearing camouflage. You better look. Shoot. I didn't match these shoes up with this outfit and put this makeup on for you to look the other way. You better look. They're supposed to look. Okay. If y'all are so used to, by not being seen, that's not the point. The point is to be seen. Okay. Let them stare. They're supposed to stare. You look good. You know? Mhm. So absorb it and use it and rise higher. Okay. Um, how should you deal with people telling you try too hard? You try to give them tips to look better and try to give you tips to look better. Well, look at them, and if they don't look better than you, then don't listen to them. Say, well, why didn't you take those tips? When did you become a makeup expert? When did you become, a such and such? Like, at least I'm trying. But if they do look better than you need to listen, baby. Listen, because they're trying to help you for real. They're not threatened by you if you don't look better than them. Okay. So that everything is not falling on me. What do you think of making friendships with females and males? I think you can be friends with whoever you want to, babe. It's a free world. So that what to okay, you've already asked that question a million times. You can stop asking it now. I feel like I don't want to attract looks. Most people are garbage and I don't want to encourage them into my life. Okay, so most people are garbage, including, that's what people probably think about you. That what would a very attractive man think about you? Or what would a rich man think about you? Would he think you were garbage? Would he not want you looking at him? The point is to not attract garbage by looking extra good, okay? And going to places where garbage can't get in, basically. So if you dress up and go to the wrong place, you're self-sabotaging. Go to the places that your attire and your look is appropriate. Thank you, T-Law, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thanks, Shira, for consistently bringing great videos. Keep us straight. You all appreciate it. Thank you, girl, Sprinkle Sprinkle. What a nice donation. Oh, I appreciate that. So, yeah, stay out of the environment. First of all, get yourself out of the environment where you don't feel right looking feminine. That is your natural state. Get up out of that area. If you cannot be feminine and just walk around free, wearing a dress, looking pretty, wearing makeup, where do you live, baby? It's time to get up and get out. Do you work in a prison? What? Let's make some life-changing decisions and be held accountable for why we were in the situation in the first place. Why can't we walk around looking cute? There is no reason why you should be afraid to do that if you are, if you love yourself and you are trying to better your life as well as yourself. Get yourself in a better environment, or don't hang around the environments that make you feel as if you can't be a natural feminine woman. Okay, get out of there. um I live in Atlanta. Everyone is super extra, so being classy and feminine wins. Good. See, so you need to get into an environment where you don't have to be afraid or scared or of attracting garbage. Right. I am mad that I've been sick these couple of days, so I've not went to work or freestyle. Or get yourself better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I'm in a very poor country, and the best targets here are the guys with average wages. What can I do? Um, the best you can do is average. Okay. Get on the internet and do what these other ladies are doing and meeting men in other countries that have money. Get online, baby. If you want to marry someone in your country, then get the highest average you can find. I guess, or move or something. There's always a way. There are people that are, dreaming from childhood the type of lifestyle that they want, and they find a way to get it. So, yeah, make some plans. hmm So, yeah, you don't want to self sabotage by staying somewhere where you cannot grow either. That's another thing. People don't like to grow and change. They stay stuck, whether it be financial or not. Um, you need to figure out a way, work on a way to get yourself out of a situation if you don't see yourself there for the rest of your life. Okay. Don't just accept it, get up and do something about it. You might have to work and get out of there first in order to be able to have the type of lifestyle you want and find the type of partner you want. But that's up to you. You know. Um, and you guys, when y'all ask me how to cut off and how to do this, I'm I'm very blunt. I just cut them off. There's no how to. That's just blocking numbers and not answering phone calls and moving on. Okay. Every time you ask me, that's all I'm gonna tell you because that's all you have to do. I don't I don't tiptoe around stuff. You just gone. Okay. Block. Don't answer phone calls and don't care. That's just how you got to do it. If you need some other type of special instructions, I'm sorry, I don't have them for you. Block, don't answer calls, move forward in that order. Okay. If they keep pestering you and why, tell them the truth. And if they can't take the truth, block them again. Okay. Um, Thank you. Sure, how long before he pops a question? He's in his late 60s. Girl, he might forget. He probably forget. And they're that old, he ain't gonna remember to do nothing. What you talking about? You better remind him, look, you gonna marry me? When you pop in the question, you better tell him. What about the consequences of not caring? People literally make me feel bad for not giving it stuff that doesn't concern me. Exactly. And that's how you should feel. Like honestly, I'm sorry, I did not. I need to approve your question. Sun Rain said, "What about the consequences of not caring? People literally make me feel bad for not giving a f about stuff that doesn't concern me." Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Rain Sun. They don't make you feel bad at all. You allow yourself to feel bad because you take it personally. Okay. You take it personally, and so you allow yourself to feel bad. You understand? If whatever you don't take personally, it goes in one ear and out the other, and you don't even care about it. Okay. So just try that method. I don't recommend always taking everything personally. If I took everything personally, I would probably be like a mess, a wreck. I don't care. I don't care enough to take it personally. If you don't know that person personally, if they haven't been up in your house, sat on your couch, drank your coffee, exchanged gifts with you, spent the night over your house, or been to some type of event with you and bonded with you on some type of level, you can't take nothing that they say personally, okay? Because they don't know you well enough at all. They don't know you well enough. They don't even know anything about you. But if they are someone who has done all those things with you, then you also have to realize that they don't live for you either. Okay, so just understand just a little bit that we don't take stuff personally. Um, how to find the correct target? Aim high. Aim high and older. Mhm. People hide their wealth. Well, you better go start Googling. Get their name and start a Google search. Net worth, address, Google Maps, baby. Better become a detective. So, if you really trying to get it, go to the rich neighborhoods, write down all the addresses, and sit there and Google people name. Google that address, see who name pop up. Okay, so anybody take advantage of Bath and Body Works semi-annual sale? Oh, I didn't know. I need to go get me some candles. Thank you for telling me that. I forgot. Um, Shira, how long before I remind him to pop the question? Tell him every day, girl. Every day. Uh, until he do it. He gonna forget if you don't. Um, okay, so what was I saying? Yeah. Self-sabotage is a big issue, especially among women, because they carry a lot of guilt. They worry about what other people think too much, and they overly concern themselves with things that are none of their business, which means they overly concern themselves with things they cannot change, nor did people ask them to change. So when you can do that, you're more likely to succeed in your level up. You're more likely to mentally succeed first. Mhm. Okay. Candles are $10. Oh, okay. I'll be there. What? Uh-oh, Kitty Witty is back. Oh, Lord. Let's answer her question. Describe what type of woman would you want your son to marry? Would you encourage your son to date any of the ladies on your channel, assuming you loved your son as much as you love your daughter? Well, if I loved my son, I would push him to chase money so he could choose any woman he desired and would not need my approval. Okay? Because he would be a grown man and don't need to come to his mama and say, mama, do you like this person right here? Because he's a grown man. Okay? I would like him to make his own decisions in life and not worry about what would mama do, because he's not anybody's mother. He's a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, don't bother. What? Thank you, Ashley. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. So, when y'all worry about y'all sons bringing home the wrong woman, and what if a woman, that's because y'all are trying to make your sons into you. So stop doing that. They're going to teach him how to be a man by chasing money so that he'll never have to chase a woman. Okay. The men with the most women problem are the brokest men. Just understand that. Ashira, what do I tell men online dating when they ask, what are you looking for and what do you want? I've answered this question too. And it's probably in one of my books, probably the last one, I Bring Nothing to the Table, which you can order online on Amazon.com. The link is below as well. But you tell them the opposite of what you're looking for. Okay. Basically, you tell, oh, I'm looking for someone who's very spontaneous, likes to have fun, still young at heart. That means you ain't got to be young in age, but you need to be old but young at heart. A gentleman who likes to, travel and just go with the flow. That means I like to do stuff. You need to have money so we can be spontaneous. That means I'm not trying to tell you my plan so that you can execute it, sleep with me, and then be out, because I said I was marriage minded and I'm looking for a serious relationship and a provider so that you can pretend to be all that, sleep with me, and then ghost me. No, you're gonna be guessing and jumping up and down, trying to figure out what all that stuff meant to me, and you're gonna actually do what you say you're gonna do, because that's how you're going to try to impress me, and you don't have a checklist to check off to get to the prize. So you don't tell them your true plan. You tell them what they need to hear in order for you to get done what you need to get done. Okay? Start planning from the first words out of your mouth. That is the whole purpose of dating, is to start creating the lifestyle that you desire. Okay, if you want to go places and you're really not spontaneous, lie and say you are. That means he'll be like, oh, guess what? I got 2 tickets for such and such and such and such. Really? Okay, let's go. Mhm. You won't have to tell him what you want, where you want. He's just going to surprise you. He's got the money to do it. And he don't think you looking to tie him down and trying to, be married and have some kids. And he just got free and trying to date. He thinks you're going to be his partner in crime. So that's what you really want. Mhm. Girl, you just met this guy. He's an accountant and he invited you on his boat. What should I do? I'm not going on nobody's boat. Okay, shoot. We having a party. Can we bring a couple of other people, for witnesses? You know me, I don't trust people. Um, how many other people are coming? That's my question. Well, can I invite a few friends? We need to go on a regular dates first. Okay. I don't care. That might not even be his boat. Let's go on a regular date a couple more times, and then maybe I'll come look at your boat. Okay, I'm gonna come look at your boat after we get to know each other. I don't trust you. Okay. Sure, we've been serious only 7 months. Would I scare him off by wanting a ring from him? He's 67 years old. No, girl, you about to die. You better get something. Okay, sure. Should I buy a cheap car? Yeah, get you a car. Everybody need a car. Yes, you can always upgrade later. Right, right, right. So, I know a lot of people appreciate the time and energy that I take to do these videos and answer y'all's questions with you guys. And some people don't like it, but they still watch amazingly. But, I understand why people don't like it, because they're unable to pull it off. And when you're unable to pull something off, it's not me that you don't like. It's not my message that you don't like. It's your inability to pull it off that you don't like. So fix that about yourself so that you can pull it off. If you are brainwashed and raised in certain traditions that make what I teach appalling, well, ask yourself, why would they brainwash you in particular to have these ideas about who you are and what you're supposed to be doing? Ask yourself why they have these ideas, and ask yourself this as well. Why are they afraid for you to know certain things and to be a certain way? Why? Because they cannot control you, and you would be then able to control them, getting everything you wanted. So when you're able to do that, you'll be living the life you like. You say you can't pull it off. You can't pull it off yet. Don't write yourself off. There's still time. You can do it. Sheila, where is your top from? I need it. Girl, this top is from Shein.com. I told you they need to pay me. It is from Shein.com. It is a the sleeves come to here. It has a little mock turtleneck, and it's not a crop top, and it's stretchy. So it's a regular length shirt. It's fitted. So Shein.com. Do I have any advice for starting a YouTube channel? Or could you do a video, especially if you're nervous to struggle with self-belief? Girl, nobody care about you enough to sit there and, critique you on the way that you would critique yourself. So just get out there and do it. Who cares? If I felt that way, I would have never got on screen. The thing is, you just have to not care. When I first got on camera, I was so nervous. The only reason I got on camera is because I just spent an hour in the mirror doing makeup and I thought I looked good. I was like, oh, somebody got to see this, you know. So then I just started talking, and that's how it started. If you go look at my first couple of videos, I'm like, makeup just done, hair just done. Sit up there trying to figure out what to talk about, but I did it. And then it just eventually it will improve all the time. Make it a habit to make sure that you feel your best when you step in front of that camera. Okay? And there is most of your confidence right there. And just talk to the screen. It's easier if you go live, but you can't really go live at first. You got to build up your subscribers. But just talk to the camera like you're talking to your friend. That's all. Pretty much. Or have someone else on there with you until you are confident enough to do it alone. What are the audiobooks that I listen to? Like 48 Laws of Power. Okay. I listened to that one, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I've listened to The Law of Seduction by Robert Greene. I've listened to Think and Grow Rich by what was his name? God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Y'all put it in the comments. Napoleon Hill. Thank you so much. Okay. I listen to many types of online books, audio books, but those are the main ones that are going to help you get to the next level. Thank you, y'all. I know I was going to say Napoleon, but I forgot his last name. Thank y'all. So that's a really good book. I do have a lot of videos. So no more self-sabotage. Take the responsibility, take the accountability, and take the attention, because that's what you're working for. That's what you're working for. You're working for the attention. And with the attention, you're going to receive what? A lot of it. You're going to receive gifts. You're going to receive money. You're going to receive invitations, improvement in your life, special privileges, da 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 da. And then be accountable, for yourself and your actions from that point on, not to go backwards, and not to take things personally, because people just are going to treat you a little bit different, whether it's negative or positive. It's going to change, and then stay motivated, most of all, to keep it coming in. So what do you say when people ask, what do you have planned for the weekend? I mean, you can answer it truthfully if you like, or you can say, you can say, well, I'm not really a planned person. I am very spontaneous, and I just like to see what happens, and I go with the flow. If you say those type of things, that means that you're not really, set on anything, and you're able to change plans at any given time. Meaning, if you want to change plans, or if someone calls you at the last minute and you want to say yes, you can. If you don't want to say yes, you can say, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm already at this place right here. I didn't have any idea I was going to be here today, but now I'm here, or I'm on my way there. So it's a good excuse to say when you may or may not get a good offer or a better offer. So just leave the options open by saying that. Can I give you an example on how to remind him since he's super old, to pop the question? Leave bridal magazines around the house. Tell him on a text message every day. Thank you, Suat Felicity Sprinkle Sprinkle. When someone self-sabotages, what is the benefit to stay stuck? Fear or what? What's the benefit? There is no benefit. But most people do. Thank you for the donation, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Most people fear all the extra attention, all the extra responsibility, and all the extra accountability for looking a certain way. A lot of questions will reflect a lot of ladies' fears. Well, what if he does this? Or what if this happens? Or what if women at work turn against you? You can hear all of that in, a lot of these feeds. So those are, indications of, wanting to understand why these things are happening before they self sabotage. These are questions that women would ask before self sabotage begins. So that's why I like to go live, because if you just have the right comeback or the right answer or the right way to feel or think about something or perceive something, it may help you move forward. So you can't um, go backwards just because somebody don't like that you're dressed up today. It don't matter. I don't like that you ugly today. Okay, so I'm moving forward. How about you? So I'm sorry. I just You can't care anymore. That's just how it has to be. You gotta give up that concern about what other people think. And you're less likely to self-sabotage, because usually people self-sabotage because of other people and fear of what they will think, or fear of them saying, "Oh, you're a failure. You couldn't do it." Ha ha ha. That's why you don't talk about it to everybody. When you start your level up process, and diet and makeup, you don't go around and tell everybody you know. You just do it. Because if you tell everybody you know and you take a pause, you fall off for a second, they're gonna remind you every second that you failed. So you don't do it. You don't tell them. You tell them after you already done it. If they're around and during the process, you say, well, I'm just trying something a little different, or I just felt like looking like this today. You know. So don't always give your opinion. Don't always give your game plans away. All right. Okay. Hmm. Move in silence. Right. Right. Thank you. Someone says I look polished today. How do I stop self-sabotaging with your provider? Let go of fear. Yeah. Just stop caring, girl. Let go of fear and just do what needs to be done. Um, Advice is the best. Thank you. Being pretty and always dressed currently have me in a five-star hotel for a conference for work. My coworkers are upset because they weren't select. Ooh, two conferences is in a month. Okay, see, they get you to represent because you look good. Especially, if you're in the corporate world and you ugly, they're not going to choose you for certain things because you ugly. You don't take care of yourself. Not that you're ugly, but you know you don't go the extra mile to represent their company. They don't want the least representing them, so they're going to pick the one that looks the best. Okay, can you go? I used to get picked to go places, when I used to work in certain places when I was younger, because I look good. Okay, the other women that was there for years. Well, where did she get to go? Because you ugly. That's why. Okay, because you don't do nothing with yourself. That's why. Because she leveled up and you not. That's why. 'Cause she care how she look and you don't. That's why. They can't tell her that, but she figures it out. So yeah, men are visual creatures. Sometimes that's how you get hired, just by looks alone. You could have no experience and still get hired. I promise you. Especially if the job is not that complicated. Okay. I am pretty sure when I was younger, there were way more qualified people than me trying to work somewhere. But I know I got the job because they want me to represent their company. Okay. Right. I love you and I watch you every day. You have taught me so much. Thank you, Sheila. Oh, thank you, Erin. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So no more self sabotage. No more self-sabotage because it's not something that will help you or your future generations. If you have the ability to level up, then you should keep moving forward and stay there. Mhm. Raw says, Shira, should I quit trap music? Um, what kind of question is that? What do you mean, should you quit trap music? What you doing? You mean you rap? You trap rap? Or you just listening to it? What are you talking about? Since you've leveled up, you gotten so much attention. Eliza, fashion lover. That's good. That was the point. Shira, what do you do with a man with money, invest on me, and set up and breeze with me, and then called to apologize and say he was sleepy and ask for another chance? Breeze. I don't know what that means. Oh, set up and breeze with me, and then call to apologize and say he was sleepy and ask for another chance. I don't. What is this? Some new slang, or did you just have a typo? Thank you, 1025. I get so much free stuff from being pretty. I bet you do, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get that free stuff. Um, if you of course you sleepy, girl. Okay. What are some more examples of self sabotage? Downing yourself, not getting up and looking your best every day because I'm just gonna have an off day. I'm tired today. I'm not doing it today. Talking yourself out of stuff. If you find yourself talking yourself out of stuff, that's self sabotage. If you find yourself talking yourself out of things that are positive for you, it's self sabotage. So that's one sign. Um, if you find yourself making excuses for yourself, that's also a form of self sabotage because now you're defending something that you could actually be improving on instead of not improving on. So, for example, if you're trying to do something on a level up basis and you're going against, whatever it is, and someone is reminding you, hey, you're supposed to be on, leveling up. And then you make an excuse for it, that's self sabotage because that person was there to remind you to help you and get you back on track, and you still decided to go the opposite direction. So that's another form of self sabotage. Another form of self sabotage is going backwards in situations that you do not see yourself in the future, but just going back out of loneliness or habits because the level up is not going fast enough for you. So you call that old Dusty up, or you go back to that dusty place you used to hang out and meet dusty men because you're not getting the attention from the type of men that you're trying to attract. And so you just go backwards. That's self sabotage as well. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie, sprinkle, sprinkle. Find myself the other day going to the store and would not go in until a man opened the door for me. I'm getting much more confident. Thanks. Thank you, Carrie. That's a good idea. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm glad somebody opened the door for you. You still be standing out there. Ah, but good. Making them responsible and opening up that door is good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Shira, should you cut him off if he asks you to come over his house for the first day? Uh, I, w- I mean, most men are gonna try. Okay, here's the thing. That's the same type of man that will be the same type of girl in here asking how to get money on the first date. Okay, how many women in here ask how to get money on the first date? Should that man block her? You have to know that they're gonna try. You gotta redirect it. Well, how about we go here instead? Thank you, Renee L. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Happy New Year to you too, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you for the donation. Hi, hey, Marcus Sprinkle Sprinkle. So, get around it. They're men. They're going to ask you to come to their house. They're going to try to get you in the bed. They're going to try. If they don't, something's wrong. That means you ugly or they're not attracted to you. So just work around it. finesse it to a different direction. Oh, well, let's go here instead. Then maybe we can see your house and just never go to the house. Okay. Don't. This is like, y'all have to learn how to make people do what you want them to do by suggesting things. Okay. This is part of the whole level up. There is never a yes or a no. Okay. Especially if you cut off their chance, they're gonna become uninterested. Okay. If they don't have any hope, they're not gonna give you the most. They have to have hope. Okay. Gotta have hope. If they don't have any type of hope, they're not gonna do anything you say. You gotta leave them with a lot of hope. Okay. That's the best way to do it. Hmm. What if he says ring takes time? Ask him if he got time. Being that old, shoot. Okay. Remember, he's old. Okay. He ain't got time. Sure, I am male. I like you being feminist. I want you to own all men. Legally, I am not a feminist. But thank you. I don't want to own men. I want just to own their money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. Sure, I look at your advice and I respond back and ask, how about we go on a regular date? And I will take that into consideration regarding going on the boat. And his response was sound like a plan. Good for you. I told you. Good for you. Don't, whatever they said is not in stone. You can change it. You're the woman. Whatever they say can be changed by you. You don't like it, change it. I do that every day to James. Well, how about we do this? Oh, that sounds fun. Maybe, okay. Well, you know what's better? A, B, C, and D. Then I get him all excited and he see how happy I am. Thank you, Kanisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Appreciate that. So always acknowledge what they said. Say it's a good idea. And say, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Then put in your information. Look all extra happy and excited. And if he really wants to impress you, which most men do, he will go with what you just talked about. Okay. But you never dismiss it. You always consider it. Keep hope alive. Present what you really want, get excited about it. If he agrees, he thinks, oh, well, that was easy. It was your idea. And if I say yes, you'll be just as impressed as you would if I had planned something that you didn't know about. So easier for them. Do you think subliminals work? Of course they do. Subliminals work a lot. You want a man to marry you? Keep dropping the word in every conversation. Play with your ring finger. There ain't no ring on it. Be like, talk about marriage a lot, but don't, not in a direct way. Like, oh, did you know such and such got married? Oh, okay. Oh, I love that. I love that. It's like the combination is like a marriage between purple and blue. It's like a very pretty, it's like a marriage between two colors. It's so pretty. Thank you, Tammy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do I handle my mean female classmates? Girl, why women gotta be mean all the time, right? They speak badly about me and they isolate me in the group work. Oh, I want to make them feel mad. Oh, girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, I feel you. I feel you. Well, you want to make them feel bad? I'm gonna tell you how to make them feel bad. You got to come in there with a totally new look, and you got to get the boys' attention in the classroom. All the boys got to look at you. So whatever you need to do, that's what you got to do. You got to walk in and get that attention from the men's. Okay. You little boys. You walk in with your new look and watch all them come in a little late. Now you gotta don't be early. You gotta come in like Cinderella at the ball late. And when you come in, everybody gonna have to look at you. And then when you walk in, all them ratchet girls are gonna be watching all the men stare and look at you and how pretty you are and try to talk to you when you sit down and stuff. And they're gonna be like, that's how it's gonna work out for you. Okay. And then you're gonna be so busy trying to talk to these boys, you ain't gonna care about being included in no group work. Let them do all the work. Okay. How do you shame him into giving money after he done left and came back around? Yep. Meet me at the mall, baby. Meet me at this shopping center. Meet me at this store. Meet me at this cafe next to this shopping center. That's how. You want to see me again? This way we gonna meet. Okay. Um, that's where y'all gonna meet, and that's what y'all gonna do. Go shop. If he wants to get you back and get back in your good graces, he gonna spend some money. You need to get with a Dusty. Who need to get with a Dusty? Not me. What lies do you invent when you live in the same house? Whatever ones he can't verify, baby. Whatever ones he can't verify. Um, Best tips to have your man never stop chasing you. Loves you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Carrie. Um, Never tell him everything. Don't always answer his calls or texts when he first texts. Don't talk to him every single day, like for very long. Be busy all the time, but not super busy, but busy enough to where, you know, he doesn't know every detail of your life or day. Be almost as if sometimes he's not there. Ignore him a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Jen A. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Before you got the ring, how did you treat James? Um, I mean, I treated him the same, except I expected more. I automatically expected everything. I was very entitled. Thank you, Miss Haley Sprinkle Sprinkle. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. I lost 18 pounds in 8 days. Oh, wow. Stay motivated thanks to your videos. Okay, Sprinkle Sprinkle Girl. She said go motivate yourselves with her channel so y'all can lose weight. Okay, so yeah, I was very spoiled. I expected everything my way. I expected everything. Like marriage was probably going to be a relief for him because, now I was trapped in the marriage. So it was probably more of a relief for him than it was for me. Um, I just automatically was entitled to everything. I just felt that way. And I think the reason why is because I knew that a lot of other guys that had money also wanted me. And I also knew that we both knew those men. Like he knew some guys. Some of them were even his friends, you know. So he already knew if he didn't please, everything that I wanted. If he didn't do it, then somebody else would. I think that's having options is a great way to ensure getting what you want. So easy to do when you're young and all their friends want you with money. What if the provider thinks they have more value because he has the money? Then ask what has more value. Say, well, if you look good, you can go get a man with more money. That's more value. Okay. If you can get him, you can go get another one with more money. That's more valuable. You see, you could become a millionaire just by marriage, but he got to go work for it unless he marries a woman who has millions. So if your options and your chance of becoming way more, um, financially stable is higher than his, just simply because you're a woman. Okay. Thank you, Samantha Brooks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you level up daily and work on your business? Multitask, just like a woman do. Just like a woman who is cooking and cleaning and taking care of babies and washing her husband's clothes with no, you know, multitask, baby. Put on makeup while you answer emails. Um, watch videos on how to do improve your business while you driving. Do multitask. Mhm. Thank you, Northern Nanny. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Shira, I'm going on vacation with Sugar Daddy and need to secure a sitter. My parents, I won't tell them I'm going away with Sugar Daddy. What can I tell them to make them say yes to watch her for 4 days? Tell you going to some training at work. Tell them you're going to some seminar to start your own business. Girl, lie. Tell them your friend is getting married and she invited you to the wedding. I mean, it's a destination wedding. Tell her that you won a free night stay at some place, whatever at work. You don't work. Um, from a survey you filled out. I don't know. Just lie. It's easy. Why can't if I must, I'm gonna write a book called Book of Lies, and I'm just gonna put every type of lie in there because it's too easy to make up lies. Just whatever pop on your head, just say it. As long as it's believable. Training for a new job. I won a free night at this hotel from a survey I took from travel.com or something stupid. Book of Lies. Do you know that people will probably protest that book? Lying is wrong, even though they lie every day. Um, do old men get suspicious if you want to marry them in less than a year? No. Back in the old days, that's you got married before you had sex. So what you think? They got them old fashioned values. That's why it's gonna be easy. You should never let a man know that you're dating someone else. Sure, what do I do if the men are afraid to date me because I'm too young, even though I'm over 18? Um, you gotta lie about your age. If you over 18 or you ain't illegal. Okay. Put on some more extra makeup, put you some heels on, get you some classier looking clothes so they don't feel like they walking around with a high school student. Okay. Improve on your vocabulary, speak a little bit more like, you've had some life experience and keep it moving. Because sometimes, if you're that young, you still sound like a high school student. You're still using the same vocabulary. You probably still dress the same as a high school student. So you must become more mature and level up in that aspect. Okay. Y'all remember when we were young, we used to try to look older? Do that. How do you handle a dramatic sugar daddy always starting arguments? Never argue back with a man, baby. Tell him he right. He always right. You right, daddy. You are so right. I didn't even know that. Oh, well, you know what? That's fine. I could take it either way. If he's yelling at you, if he's mad at you, start crying. The only way he gets you to stop crying is to start paying. There you go. Don't argue. Cry or tell him he right. Pick one. I'm 28, sure, and I'm not rich, but could buy you something. Okay, my Amazon wish list is my Cash App is okay. The Phantom says that my husband is a dusty. No, he ain't. He ain't dusty. Sure, what about a monthly gift? Sure, you could donate below right here. That's my monthly gift. Your sugar daddy told you if I get kicked out, there's a spare room in his house for me. Good, get kicked out, girl. Save your money. Sure, okay, I just read that. If you tired of paying rent, go live free. But you're asking for $600 a month in child support. Why would I be asking for child support if I'm married? Live in the same house with my husband. That don't make no sense. Okay. Stay off of Chapstick Alley. Okay. Sure. What if I gave you attention and a monthly gift? Then that would be your choice, and I would accept it all because I never turn down money or gifts. So. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. A lot of times we get in our own way with low self-esteem, feeling like we don't deserve the best. Da, da, da. Yep. Willing to take responsibility to put it in the work to level up. Exactly. Put in that work and you don't have to be a troll on nobody's channel. Right. Let me go ahead and help this little young lady realize that we don't care. So, what you got to do is you got to make sure. You got to make sure that you're not going backwards. And also, a lot of people can't forgive themselves for the past and the things that they don't or they're not proud of doing, and they use that as an excuse. So you got to make sure that you are able to move forward into the future and not stay stuck in the past as well. A lot of people stay stuck in their past. Thank you, Work at Home Insiders. What is the proper gift to give a boyfriend or husband for birthday to not seem like you are doing too much? I mean, if you're gonna give him a gift, I would give him something like a gift card to like his favorite fast food restaurant. Like I'm cheap. I would do like a gift basket of like stuff that he probably doesn't have that he needs in his like kitchen or bathroom, like from the Dollar Tree. Thank you, Serena Sprinkle Sprinkle. My own business requires lots of traveling. How do I not worry about him cheating? And if he does, what first steps to take? Adore you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. First of all, whatever that business is, that requires a lot of traveling, and you don't want him to cheat because you're always gone, then to me, it sounds like you're trying to do too much and control too many people at the same time. So when you're here, you can't control this. Okay? You can't control a man when you're gone. Man or man. If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. You ain't got to leave anyway. He can cheat while you gone shopping. So if he wanna cheat, he gonna cheat. If he don't want to cheat, he ain't gonna cheat. My thing is, if you want to keep a man and travel at the same time, maybe y'all need to travel together. Or maybe you need to find someone else to go and do the traveling for you and you just collect the money, baby. But you can't stop somebody from doing what they're gonna do. If you are with the type of man that you fear is gonna cheat on you, then maybe you with the wrong one, baby. Or maybe he don't have enough money to make you not care if he cheating. I don't know. You better figure out what it is that you would like. What do you want? Hmm. Do I like Beyonce? Yeah, she on the top of the list. I like Beyonce. Yes. Hmm. Right. Oh Lord. Thank you, Kristen Sprinkle Sprinkle. This guy I typically hang out with during jazz nights started hanging out with this other girl, and he seems to feel some type of way because a lot of guys be trying to talk to me. What should you do? Keep doing what you do. Okay, he can't have his cake and eat it too unless he can pay for it. How you doing? Okay, he ain't putting no ring on it. You ain't got no title. He ain't paying no bills. Let him keep getting mad. He mad at himself because he can't have his cake and eat it too. If he had money, he could have both. Maybe. All right. Beyonce know the game. So, what to do if a guy on rare occasions, there's some money, takes days to respond, then gets mad when you are upset about it? Um, I would if a guy who ain't my boyfriend or my husband takes days to get back with me, I can't be mad. That ain't mine. I can't claim him. He ain't got no ring on it. He ain't paying no bills, baby. You can't get mad. He free. You don't own that. So I would just ask him for a nice gift. I was like, "Oh, how are you? What's going on? Oh, okay. Do you want to go have lunch next to such and such shopping center?" Let him buy his apology to you. Thank you, Jen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Best way to get him to invest in your startup. Don't tell him he invested in your startup. Tell him about what you want to do. Tell him about how you got to go try to get a loan and get into some debt and see if he offered to help you. Trick him into helping you. Make him think it's his idea, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hmm. Say a bad business plan and help and have him feel so like obligated to help you. Well, I thought I would go to the bank and take out name a high percentage loan. Oh no, that's a bad idea. Well, I just only need this much to get started. I really don't need a big loan. I just need a little bit. He might help you. Well, I could help you out. I could give you this. Because now he knows how to impress you. Oh, really? You would do that for me? I sure would. I mean, if it's going to help you make money, I sure would. Blah, blah, blah. It's better than him giving it to you to go buy some shoes or a purse. You probably feel more confident in giving you money for that. All right. Mhm. Oh, we have the pest troll back here. Okay. No wealthy man is going to give to a broke hoe. Well, most these hoes ain't broke because they have several wealthy men or a couple of sugar daddies or, you know, a job or a career. Most of these women have to lie about what they do for a living to not make the man feel less masculine so they can still get money out of it. Okay, so bye, Felicia. Bye, Pest. Ghetto batwing lashes. So I don't even have on lashes today, but thank you. Bye bye. Rich men pay for strippers and escorts all the time. That's right. They pay for what they want. Thank you, Simone Sprinkle Sprinkle. Dating tips for a 26-year-old. Start dating men with serious money and only because you too old to be dating for fun. Get you some money, girl. Get you some money. Don't date for entertainment anymore. Date for money only. And serious prospects who may end up in long-term relationships or marriage. No more dating for fun. Date for lifestyle and future. Okay. How do you make him buy diamonds? Tell him you want diamonds. That's what I did. I said, James, I want something on my wrist. I want something sparkly on my wrist. That's all I said. You know what that means. Sparkles. Sparkles means diamonds. That's all you gotta say. I want something sparkly on my wrist. Provider is rich but angry. Anger issues. Should I stay? If he beating you or cussing you out every day and mentally abusing you, and you can't take it no more, yes, leave, duh. But if he's just talking trash, girl, talk trash back or put your earbuds in and put your wig over your ears, girl. Like my kids, well, like Layla does. She puts her earbuds in. I be talking to her, she be like, she can't even hear what I'm saying. If he's rich and you can go shopping, buy whatever you want, he ain't hurting you or mentally, physically abusing you, girl, ignore that fool. Roll your eyes, because I really wouldn't care. I don't take anything personally. I just take their money. I told y'all, caring too much will get you stuck. I don't care. Like, look, you can be mad all you want to. I don't care. That ain't gonna change how I feel about anything. You sitting over there mad, and I'm still happy. Mhm, mhm. How to marry your sugar daddy but keep it a secret? Don't tell nobody. That's easy. Go to the courthouse and don't tell nobody afterwards. Do like Janet Jackson did a couple of times. She was married to all these different people that no one even knew. Sure, tips to say to him over text about a ring. Girl, if you don't stop about this ring, text him. Buy me an engagement ring. We need to get married right away. He's almost 70 years old. Okay. He can't be a 70-year-old player. Okay. Take some initiative. Mm. All right. So, my friend is pregnant for a Dusty. She only slept with him once. Now she is pregnant and didn't want to tell him and get abort. Well, I'm very mad at her. What can she do to make money after her situation? What? Okay, so she gonna have a baby by the Dusty. Okay. Do the Dusty have a job? If the Dusty has a job, tell her to put him on child support after the baby is born. I mean, that's all she can do. You know. If she wants to stay with her child, she need to go work at a daycare or a nursery or something. There you go. Said give the baby up for adoption. What? Planned Parenthood? I don't know. Like, anyway, stop sleeping with broke men. This is the moral of that question. Does the Dusty have a job? That's my question. I would like to apologize for shading your 50s video the other day. You are beautiful. Oh, I didn't even see your shade. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But thank you. My friend and I have the same taste in men, and we go out together often. How do I go freestyle by myself without her thinking I'm avoiding her? Tell her you're doing something else, baby. You ain't got to lie. You can lie. I'm going somewhere else. I have a date. Anything. Go freestyle. You got a date with yourself. Okay. Why do people feel like they have to tell anyone, anything? You don't have. I know that. I think it's just society that makes people think they have to give all this information to people. Right. Hmm. Scared. What? I agree. Why are you friends with chicks that do one night stands? Ugh. They probably young. Y'all know them youngsters. Hmm. Your opinion on 50-50 marriage rent bills. It ain't marriage. It's roommate situation, baby. It's a 50-50 partnership. It's a 50-50 roommate situation. But he's getting free sex. There you go. I don't believe in 50-50 marriage. Why get married if you got to pay half the bills? Why don't you just go get you a roommate? Okay. You can you could date several people and live with a roommate. Same thing. You might even get them other dudes to pay your bills and not even have to go 50-50 for real. But you stuck in a 50-50 marriage, you losing. Thank you, Bella. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He started to act distant after our second lunch date. I think it's because I didn't offer to pay half. He's ignoring my text and calls he's wealthy. Why would he expect you to pay half if he's wealthy? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bella, why would he expect you to even pay half? Maybe you weren't interesting enough. Maybe you were boring. Maybe he didn't see that you were impressed by him. You know, did you flirt with him? Did you use your baby voice? Come on. Were you seductive? Did all men admire him when you walked in with him to that restaurant? Did you represent? Thank you, Camper Beat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if their money came from selling their soul? If they still walking around, they got a soul, baby. Their money came from selling their soul. Ah, that's hilarious. Girl, that is hilarious. Thank you, Gracie Adams. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. You changed my life. Sugar Daddy has become boyfriend. I look young and lied about my age, 14 years. He wants me to travel and needs my birthday. It's not as sexy supporting a single mom in her 40s. Help. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He wants me to travel and needs my birthday. Okay. Then make a mistake. No, don't make a mistake. Just tell him my birthday. Just tell him the truth. Just say the number. He might not feel like doing multiplication or division or adding or subtracting. Just Do like 2 to 75 or whatever, 2 to 79. He might not do the math. Or he might just figure you lied about your age because, you look young, and then you can just joke around and say, oh, well, I've been this age for 14 years. Every time I celebrate my birthday, it's my such and such birthday. And just laugh about it. If you don't take it seriously, he won't take it seriously. Okay? He might be relieved unless you're older than him. Mhm, mhm. Somebody said, somebody asked me earlier, what if they got their money from selling their soul? To me, that's kind of silly and superstitious. Like, you would have to give me specifics. How did they sell their soul specifically? Did they like specifically? What are you saying? Because I believe people sell their soul when they work somewhere for 30 years and don't own their own business. That's the same thing. If you've been employed for other people for over 10 to 20 years, you done sold your soul too. Because you ain't doing nothing for yourself or your legacy or your own name. You seriously sold your soul. So that could be a totally different definition, but hey. Oh, I think they mean the Illuminati. Girl, get your money. Girl, get your money. Or else you're going to sell your soul working for whoever you work for the rest of your life. All right. Ooh. Okay. Get the money, girl. Don't worry about none of that. That's silly. LOL. I agree. I'm not selling my soul. I'm going to keep living with my mama until I find a good working woman. Dusty male beta cool. Ooh, that name. The troll. You done gave yourself a troll name. That's wonderful. I like people who know who they are. Um, no expectations, no disappointments. Exactly. You can't sell your soul. That's right. So anyway, self-sabotaging is also making up silly superstitions about why you don't want to pursue the next level of your relationship. Oh, he in the Illuminati. Oh, he done sold his soul. I don't know if I can be with him. Girl, you better get your money. All right. Employees sell their minds too with the they got to work on the nuts, right? I'm very educated, but when I go out, wives are with my man and his friends and their wives. I tell them that I'm a receptionist and make myself seem more helpless. The other wives look down on me. Help, girl. They don't look down on you. They jealous of you, so they pretended to look down on you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, one of my daughter's friends' mothers thinks I'm just a housewife and looks down on me. She don't know what I do. And the funny thing is, she always asking me to watch her child because she always at work, rushing back and forth. And I drive a better car than her too. I'm like, girl, you go ahead and run yourself ragged. We the same age, and she look way older than me. Mhm. So let them look down at you while you stay looking young. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I left my NFL boyfriend for a Dusty, and all my friends warned me, girl, what the heck? Why would you do that? What kind of drugs was you on that day? Had to be something. People don't just make those type of decisions without being altered in the mind. Okay, anyway, do you watch her kid? Yeah, I let the little girl come over and play with Sasha because I don't want you know uh, her stuck in daycare all day. Sometimes, yeah. How many toes do you have on each foot? The same amount as you do, hopefully. I sabotage by talking and joking too much. I know. Why do people do that? You have to have a script in your mind before you go out, you know. Do not talk about this. Do not talk about that. Only say this. If he says this, I'll say that. That's how you have to think. A brownie. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Hey, Sheila. Hey, girl. Hey, a brownie. Thank you. Um, self-sabotaging can come in many forms. Just try to recognize them and not repeat them. And if you can, try to fix what you've done so you don't keep doing it. How to confront them when they disappoint us without self sabotaging. Okay, so first of all, stop expecting stuff out of people who you do not have a um, relationship with, a commitment with, or a marriage with. And stop trying to confront everybody because that just makes you look crazy and desperate and as if they are the prize and you are not. Okay? If you're truly the prize, you don't confront anybody, you know. If you're truly the prize, you can go get another one and let him figure out what happened later on when you're not there looking at him. Okay? So, you need to start taking responsibility for yourself and not coming across as crazy. Okay. If that's your husband, you know, and he disappointed you because he said he was going to do something and he didn't, well, then cut him off in the bedroom, baby. And he's going to be disappointed every time he try to come up in there. So, stop confronting these guys. Right. If they don't do what they say, then you don't show up, baby. Why are you still giving them your time if they're not doing what they're saying? That's your fault. Take accountability for your own actions. If they're not doing what they said, it's probably because you shouldn't have believed them in the first place. And you shouldn't have been waiting on them to do something, and you should have already been getting another one. And they come through, then you got an extra or whatever. But never ever depend on someone for doing something that they say they're going to do. You should have them do it first before you even expect it. Don't ever expect anything. Everything is an added bonus. If they start talking about, oh, they're going to do A, B, C, and D, it's like, okay, well, let me know when that happens. Don't be overly concerned about, oh, you're going to do this for me. Okay, well, when it's done, let me know. That way they haven't impressed you until they actually do what they said that they were going to do. Thank you, Taswisha. Taswia. I'm sorry. Taswia. What kind of Valentine's gift do you get a man after 7 months of dating? A card and some chocolate candy, or a card and a bear, or a card? Nothing expensive. That's too much. I don't even think guys are supposed to get Valentine's Day gifts, but a card, maybe. Thank you, Zuri Lou. Went out with 76-year-old. I'm 35. He lives in a $3 million house alone. During the date, I hinted about money. He asked how much. I told him 2,500. He gave it to me. First date, no sex. Thank you for your advice. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Hey, go ahead, Zuri. See? See, she knew how much he was worth. She knew how much to ask for. She knew he was rich, so she wasn't afraid, and she knew how old he was. So he wasn't gonna say no. He's trying to get right with the Lord before he goes home. Okay. Um, Chestnuts roasting on. Y'all, my ringtone is still Christmas. But that's why you gotta do your research. Good job, Zuri. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, my next date gonna be rich and on life support. See, she picked the right target. She did her research, like I said, and she just asked straight up for it because she knew he liked her a lot. She knew he was old. She knew he had the money. So why would he say no? That's the correct target. She done did that. Now imagine if she had three of them. They can't do nothing. He old. He ain't finna ask her to sleep with him. Maybe, maybe lay in the bed and pet on him, but that's it. Eventually, long, you know. See, y'all are thinking. This is how y'all are thinking. Y'all are thinking, oh, he's too old. That's gross. But he ain't. He can't do nothing. Look, when they hit them 70s, they can't do nothing hardly. Most of them, 90% of them can't do nothing after 70. So what you afraid of? They just want to be feeling young and seen in public with something young. Mm-hmm. So can't even eat meat. Girl, see, y'all be worried about the wrong thing. Y'all sitting over here giving it up to 45 and 35-year-olds thinking y'all dating older. And then you don't get nothing. But this girl over here dating somebody almost 80 and just got $2,500 on the first date. Told y'all targets is correct. Mhm. But I slept with these ugly men and they were 50 and they were 45 and okay, what are they about to go home to the pearly gates and have all this extra money just to give you? No. Do they have other options? Probably. Can they even do anything in the bed? No. So what? I don't see why you can't get what you need to get out of these guys. They sitting there lonely and bored. Mhm. Some of these women be lying too. Well, it's very possible. I'm just telling you. Just gotta choose the correct target. Believe me. I mean, when I was young, I used to go out. Me and my friend used to go out. She used to get money every time we went to this one spot. There was a regular group of guys at this one bar, and it was like their hangout, and we knew it. And they were all old. They had like an old man meeting group that went to this hangout, and she knew. And every time that they would go hang out, he would text her, say, I'm going to be at this place today. And we would go up there and he would just hand her a wad of money just for no reason, just to sit there and talk to him and rub on his back and laugh and have a couple drinks. That was it. That's all he wanted. Some attention from someone that looked decent and that his old buddies could be impressed by. And meanwhile, she got um, a wad of cash. That would be it. So, I mean, sometimes you got to think about um, certain things because, like, older guys, their bedtime is what, 8 o'clock? They're going to try to be at home, sleep. So, you still got time to go out. You go out wherever you want. Okay. Um, but we were talking about self-sabotaging. Okay, so that's another good point. Self-sabotage is also um, limiting the type of target that you will try to attain. Oh, I can't do this, or I can't, do that. You should be open to the type of targets that are going to give the most. That's how I feel. I mean, that makes the most sense to me. Like, you shouldn't level up just to challenge yourself with younger targets. You should level up, get all you could get. And once you got all you can get from the correct targets and you got your money stacked up, and now you got time to play and challenge yourself with these younger ones, great, because you already have these other ones taking care of you. So now you can afford the challenge if you really like the younger ones. So, just think of it like that. Think of it like business. Everything is a business. If you go ahead and, do the dirty work that you don't want to do, in this case, if you date older men who you don't like, um, who probably can't even do nothing with you in the bed, and get that out of the way and stack your money and get debt free, buy you a new car, get you a new house, do all of that stuff, and getting their will and their insurance policies and all that good stuff. Then after you got the bag from them, then you can go and see what these people talk about over here. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time y'all are gonna stay and struggle even in the level up because you're choosing the wrong targets and getting upset or not having as much luck or not getting as much money and A, B, C, and D. So go ahead, get all the hard work out of the way, set yourself up, and see what happens. How would I get rid of limiting belief? Do the very thing that I did not want to do. I would go on a date with an older person and see what it was like, how I benefited from it. I would compare it to being on dates with other people. I would do stuff that I wouldn't normally do, like ask for money on the first date, like she did, because he's that old. He ain't gonna say no if he want to see you again, or um, I would take my chance. I would do stuff that I was afraid to do with somebody younger with more options. So you don't know until you try, right? Women today are independent and make their own money, so don't ask for my money. Hugo, if you have to be on this video and remind us about that, you don't have enough money for us to want or take. Okay? We're not talking about regular money. We're not talking about like, your little paycheck. We're talking about money we know you don't need. Okay? If you have money that you need, if you need all your money, then we're not talking to you. Okay? If you need every last penny of your paycheck, we're not talking to you. Level up financially, and then maybe we'll be talking to you. This is so wrong. You're beautiful and all, but this is wrong. Using us men for your selfish desires. Okay, well, you know what else is wrong? Using women for your lustful desires. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The only Jolie. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Sheila, what do you think about stripping and being spiritual? How can you balance it? And do you think of dancers without just do you answer? What do you think of dancers without the here's my thing. If you like it, if you enjoy dancing, if you enjoy stripping, and that's what makes you feel good, then that is spiritual. Okay. If you like it, if you love it, then nobody can tell you nothing. Okay. If that's what you like to do, then it is spiritual. That's the best I can tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, if you don't like doing it, if you feel bad doing it, if you doubt yourself, If you don't like it, then perhaps you need to listen to that and figure out something else. But if you love it, then that means it is spiritual to you. And there's no balance. They're both um, part of what makes you happy and level. Mhm. Any man in this chat is not a target. Exactly. Correct. Call your stripper name spiritual dancer. Y'all are silly. You said you needed this answer all year. What? Uh-oh, did I miss something? Hold on. Uh-oh, I gotta scroll back up. You're in the wrong place today? What? It's always the beautiful girls. I'm out of here. Hey, hey, yep. Go get you an ugly pygmy show because they will do anything you say. They will hop on one leg and bark like a dog too. Just like I'm coming to a miracle. Just to have a man. Is this chat about getting money for free from some old sucker? No, it's about not self-sabotaging yourself in your pursuit of looking your best so you can get money from a man. Okay. He could be any man. He ain't got to be old. Whoever handing out the cash, baby. Yes, this is a video about that. Um, we are just very realistic over here, and we don't lie to ourselves on a daily basis. And we know that men desire certain things, and men should know that women desire money as well. So we're not sitting here lying to ourselves over here. Um, I'm serious. Like, you got to just understand. Not all women are like us. No, there's some that are still like you like them, but not everybody. Said women want sex and men need money. That's right. What? Men want sex and women need money. That's right. Do men find women who have a fierce look attractive? It depends on what fierce is to them, you know. Mhm. Everybody has a different version of fierce in their mind. um, it's also a video about not ending up with a broke sucker. You've lost 109 pounds since my videos and have helped you tremendously. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Shanice Evans, for letting people know you lost 109 pounds. That's wonderful. Congratulations. I know you look good now. Okay. Thank you, Rochelle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Yeah. Thank you, S. Brooke. S. Book. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If a rich and generous guy, 30, stops chasing me, 22, does it always mean I didn't do something right? Was it feminine enough or interesting enough? It means he's 30 years old and some other woman got in his face and gave it up too easy. And he didn't have to chase her for long. So he's entertaining her and then he'll be right back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. He's going to do that whether you entertained him or not. He's going to disappear and come back whether you entertain him or not because he's 30 and has money. So don't blame yourself. Just blame his age. You self-sabotage a day on your diet? Well, here's my thing. You haven't self-sabotaged yet because the day ain't over. If you've eaten over 1,500 calories, then yes, you already self-sabotaged. Sorry. But if you haven't eaten that many calories, you haven't self-sabotaged yet. Just eat a salad with just eat low cal the rest of the day. um, don't tell your parents that you love what my money. Let's keep it a secret. Okay, Lily. She would do a Peter Pan syndrome next video. Peter Pan syndrome. Yeah, I'm not doing no type of Peter Pan syndrome. Most men are Peter Pan syndrome until they get paid. Okay. After they get paid, they stop doing that. They stop acting like that. Okay. All women are genetically built to cook and clean. Yeah, we will take care of y'all, but know your place in is all. Okay, well, if we're genetically built to cook and clean, genetically built to cook and clean. Okay. Well, when I hire my female chef and female team of maids, I will keep that in mind. I will not hire a male chef. I will not hire a male group of cleaning service. And thank you for that reminder. We are superior in the cooking arts. I do agree. Even though most of the celebrity world chefs are men, they're just lying to themselves because women are naturally genetically better at cooking. So how can that be if men chefs are number one? They must be holding women back in that field for some reason. But I will let them know, and I will also say that you are correct. We are genetically engineered to do everything better, not just cook and clean, baby. We are genetically engineered to trick you, to lie to you, to make you think A, B, C, and D, and to get your money. We also genetically engineered to get your money as well. So don't forget. Okay. Sure, women chefs are way better than I know, right? Because they can look good and cook at the same time. Um, so these men in here are exactly why we chase the bag. Y'all are just pitiful. If we know, we know. Hmm. Men could never. Look at Khloe Kardashian. She transformed herself. Oh, okay. Oh, you all must be talking to each other. But she would just ignore guys who don't obey you. Y'all are silly. I was genetically built to get your money. Exactly. Think about it. Women are genetically built to get your money. They got everything you want, but can't get for free. So they really are genetically built to take your money. Okay. Which is exactly why one of the oldest forms of um, business is prostitution, because women are genetically built to get your money. Literally. Okay. That's why they have strip clubs. They just have a building and they put some women in there that's naked, and then you come in and give them your money because they are genetically built to get your money. So remember that. Marcus said I can have all his money. Well, put something in the donation then, Marcus. It's crazy how men want to act like they have morals. I know they. As soon as we look like we have no morals, they try to scoop some up right here, scoop some up right here, and pretend they got some too. The morals we didn't drop, they scoop up and present it right back to us. Then we just drop those on the ground. When you start talking about money, these guys start talking about love. What about love? What about true love? It's like, then we just drop that on the ground. You just scooped it up. Those was my morals. And now you presenting them. I know where you got those from. I just dropped them. That's where you got them from, on the floor. So it always seems that they want to talk about morals when you dropped yours, because they can't depend on yours to play you anymore. So now they try to use your morals that you dropped against you to play you. It don't work that way. If you already dropped those morals, they're not going to work. Okay. You can drop them for a reason. They don't work no more. So they're not going to work with you either. So y'all are saying y'all don't need men to protect you. It's all about money, queen, beyond. We need a provider and a protector. Okay, so we need a man who can provide and protect us. Protection means you can afford to have a roof over our head. You can afford us to have a safe, nice car, afford a nice environment, neighborhood, community for us to live in, afford health care, afford, vacations and trips for uh, mental breaks. And you can afford to send our children, if we have some, to school and have all the supplies that they need and be able to do A, B, C, and D. That's protection. It's protection against society. It's protection against poverty. And it is also protection against a bad environment that is going to mentally change someone's makeup and mind by being in a negative environment. So it is protection. If you can protect and provide, then yes, that's what we want. But we don't want nobody just protecting us. What you protecting us from? You can't protect us from poverty, then we don't need your protection. You know. So the point is, like, you can stand in front of your house with a gun or a bow and arrow, but if that house is in the hood and you ain't got no money and we broke, then what you protecting? So no, protection is coverage, insurance. We need it all. Okay, I gotta go in a second. Okay, they got alarms on the house now with cameras and you know stuff like that. Now we need your money. We need you to get out there and turn it up and get that money. All right, protect and provide. Right. So, ladies, you are in good hands. Well, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate everybody who donated, everybody who hit that like button, everybody who commented. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, and I'm not really, I don't get upset at these guys. I think they're great questions. I think those men are asking wonderful questions. Yes, I'm married. And because a lot of people don't know until they ask questions, and a lot of women don't learn until men ask certain questions. So I think it's a good thing, and I'm not mad at none of y'all. I just think that you you just need to see it from different perspective. That's all. So hmm I'm telling them to treat you right too. Oh yeah, I never say to treat you wrong. So you're not gonna be disrespected. You you're gonna agree with me, but we can't go against our natural emotions. Okay, that's true. Your natural emotions are there for a reason, but they're being directed at the wrong person or the wrong type of people. A woman's natural emotions is called her maternal instinct and her nurturing instinct. Okay, and that should be directed towards your children or children, not grown men who don't do anything for you. Okay. You're misdirecting your emotions. So just direct them in the right direction towards the right people and you'll be fine. You keep directing them in the wrong direction, you're going to get taken advantage of. So just putting that out there. Hmm. Why men don't respect good girls and treat them like trash? Da, 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 da. Because nice women finish last and you're too nice to them and they don't respect you and you're not a challenge and they get bored quick and you don't love yourself enough and you're good for you're good but you're not good for them, you know, not good for them. You're good for the fact of being good but you're not good for yourself either. Thank you, Antonia. Before God gave Adam Eve, he gave Adam a job. That's right, Antonia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But honestly, men don't respect good girls. Okay. And the reason that they don't respect you is because you have no game and there's nothing to play and there's no challenge. And it's just hit it and quit it and I'm done. Or hang around if you want to, hang around, don't leave if you want, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do because you are so nice. I know you're going to forgive me. I know I'm going to get away with it. You don't ever tell me I'm doing wrong. You don't care if I stay out all night or not. I know you're going to forgive me tomorrow. So why should I be good to you? You ain't good to yourself. You let anybody treat you any type of way, and you are a doormat. And I don't want you raising my kids or my daughters, teaching them the same BS mess because I don't want the world to take advantage of her when she grow up. You too weak for me mentally, and I'm gonna go over here to this girl who making me work for her because I see that she is able to challenge me and make me into a better person, so I can do better in my life to give her what she really wants. Meanwhile, you can do whatever you want. That's all. That's why men don't like and respect good girls because they're not for them. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'll see y'all later. Bye.